Hey, what's up, guys? So, in today's video, I'm just going to be taking you guys over an image I edited recently. So, today I'm just going to be showing you guys the steps I took to achieve the final look. So, this is the final look of the image, and this is the image before any retouching. So, this is the image without any retouching, and this is the image with retouching. So, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was I changed the image from an 8-bit image to a 16-bit image. I like to do that so that to avoid banding in the background. So once I'm done editing the image, then I can now merge it and change it back to an 8-bit image to save and then upload for Instagram and things like that. Okay, so the first thing I do after taking it from 8 bits to 16 bits is I duplicate the background layer, and that's what I did over here where we have layer 1. And after I do that, I work on the blemishes, which is what I did here. So if you look, this is after, this is before, just really minor adjustments. If you look closely, you would see. So this is before working on the blemishes, and this is after working on the blemishes. Before, after. So after I've removed most of the blemishes on the model's face, the next thing I do is my micro dodge and burn. So I have two micro dodge and burn layers and one global dodge and burn layer, which is something I learned from a very popular YouTuber, Prince Mason. You guys can also check him out. So my first micro dodge and burn, I think you guys can see the difference. So this is with the first micro dodge and burn. This is without. Just pay close attention to our face. With, without, with, without, right? So after I did the first micro dodge and burn, I always do a second one because I don't like to do too much on the first one because like dodge and burn has to do with lightening and darkening. So when you've overused a certain layer, you just have to create another one. So that's where the second one comes in. So this is the second micro dodge and burn. Can you see I worked more on Can you guys see the difference? Okay, then I did the general global dodge and burn to work on the highlights and the shadows. Can you see the difference? Yeah. So this is before global dodge and burn, and this is after global dodge and burn. Before global dodge and burn, after global dodge and burn. So once I'm done with dodge and burn, I usually merge the image. So after merging the image, the next thing I do is I smoothen the skin, and that is what I did here. So this is smoothing the skin. This is before smoothing the skin, and now I've smoothened the skin, right? So after I smoothen the skin, I usually add a bit of contrast to the image, and so this is what happens when I do that. I make it makes it a bit brighter, and it adds a little bit of contrast to it. As you can see, this is before, after, before, after. Yeah, and the next thing I do after that is I usually whiten the model's teeth, and if her eyes were open, like in this picture she's clearly closing her eyes, but if her eyes were open, I'll also whiten eyes. And for this particular one, I use Prince Mason's action. I'll probably link a video. I'll probably link his video down below so you can check it out to download that particular action. So this is whitening the teeth. This is before applying the action. This is after. Can you guys see the difference? Before, after, before, after. And when I did all that now, as you guys can see again, I merged the layers again. And the reason why I merged here was because I wanted to apply my skin softening action to the image. And okay, so this is with skin softening, without skin softening, without. I'm sure you can not really see a difference, but it's there. And the reason why it's so little is because I really reduced the opacity. As you can see, the opacity is all the way down to 60. So this is before skin softening, after skin softening, before skin softening, after skin softening. And next thing I do after that is I even out the skin tones. So this is after evening out the skin tones, before evening out the skin tones. Like just look closely, you'd see the difference. So this is before applying the even skin tones, and this is after, before, after, before, after. And after I did that, I merged the layers again. I usually like to merge the layers, just then it's just something I like to do. Then I can just like continue from there. So after I made the layers over here, now what I did was I worked on our lips a bit, as you guys can see over here. Let me zoom in a bit so we can really look at this. Okay, so this is how the lip looks before I made any edits to it, and this is how it looks with the edits. Can you see the difference? There is more. I filled it up a bit over here, as you guys can see. So this is before, after, before, after, right? And all I really did here was just created adjustment layers and just basically painted over our lips and changed my blend mode to color. So this is before, after, before, after. Okay, yeah, so the next thing I did to round up with this image was I used my liquify tool, and I used it to just work on her lips a bit. Like, I mean, her lips looks great already, but I just wanted to do something of my own. So if you look at her lips closely, you see the difference now. So this is before applying liquify, and this is after applying liquify. So this is before, after, before, after. Okay, I also made some adjustments on our nose, so I'm sure you guys can notice here. This is before, after, before, after, right? Let me zoom out the image so we can see the entire edits. So this is the image fully edited. So this is the before, and this is the after, before, after. In my next video, I would try to do a proper full retouch on an image, but I just said let me put this one out there so you guys can like see the steps I take while retouching an image. So please do like, subscribe, drop a comment for something you like me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.